Hello there guys, Joe here, bringing you another unboxing. Now this is the second unboxing I'm doing. I actually thought I've already recorded this, but for some reason I could not find my video evidence for it, so I'm now re-recording again. So it's basically been opened already and I've already looked through. I've actually read the rules. Not had a chance to play. Things are a bit chaotic at the minute, but I'm just gonna quickly show you what this is. So the Marvel United X-Men Horsemen of the Apocalypse was basically the first expansion, or it was the included expansion if you went for a certain pledge. So it was the first one out, so I'm trying to do it in order as they were released. So this is the first one that was offered up when you backed the Kickstarter. Basically, Horsemen of Apocalypse, as you can see here, is a baddie, let's say a baddie set. Yeah, so it's a villain set you can use in it. You can see here on the back here what you're going to get. So I'm just going to open this up. Now, FYI, the Age of Apocalypse, which is kind of what this is based on, is when I first got into comics, when this storyline in the X-Men series was at the time, the comic series be reading, where basically it was kind of a alternate reality where the X-Men were thrown into this post-apocalyptic kind of scenario of apocalypse actually ruled the earth. So it was a great storyline, really got me in, and then it did go back to normal. We got the rule book, which is actually quite in depth actually for an expansion. There is actually a whole scenario to this, so you can actually play it with just the Horsemen, or you can play it just against Apocalypse, or you can play the scenario where you play with the Horsemen and then you fight Apocalypse afterwards. And there's a little kind of scenario, kind of story driven thing to it in a way. Now we've got two locations to go to. It's got Starlight Cathedral, which I can't remember at all, but that's probably because I'm old and forget stuff. Then we got Apocalypse's Pyramid, which now comes with certain locations are coming with this hand thing where it only relates to a certain character or scenario they're playing. So I don't think you can play this without like playing with Apocalypse, I believe. So yeah, that's a new element to this series. We have the Horsemen, like a villain board, so they don't play like normal villains. They have a special setup, and then you play with this board. And what I can remember from reading, one comes in, and then the next, once you defeat this one, or if they do their goal, then the next one comes in and you defeat them, or they complete their goal, and so on and so on, and until you get to the very end. So yeah, that looks quite interesting. We'll have to give that a play, as of course. So you've got the lid holding it all down, and then you've got Apocalypse himself. So he's got a tracker, which comes with a cube, a red cube. This time there's a bit of a join mark on there. I have to clean that up. So yeah, you see I've moved stuff around. So we've got Death himself. Now this is Angel. So Angel turned evil and became Death, and that's where he got his metallic wings. And then from in the comics afterwards, he gets metal wings. And then if you can see it from that image, are they all the same? bit mixed up. So yeah, so he gets metallic wings instead of his feathered wings, and then once he returns back to good, he then keeps his wings, as far as I can remember, up until a point. We then have Pestilence. And War on these like mobile, or these mounts. And then Famine. So good sculpts all around. And not to be left to last, but he is, of course, Apocalypse himself. Now you'll notice he's a purple dude, which means he is an anti-hero, which he started off as a villain only, so he was just red. But then it was brought to the creator's attention that he actually, now in comics, he is actually a good guy. It's young Apocalypse, as I recall. So he does have both sets of cards. So he has his hero set. Hold on a minute. Hold on. So that's marzipan. So that's right. Right. Sort this out. Right. That's confusing. They're more or less the same, but they're not. So this is his villain card, and these are his hero cards. He gets a starting card, and then he's got a set of hero cards, which has quite a lot of specials. So that's pretty nice to see. Then each villain gets their own deck of cards. So they have 4 decks of cards for their villains. These are these villain cards for when they come into play, I believe. And then we got Apocalypse's a villain set of cards, which he has a starting card. Interesting. So he has all these guys. Now I believe these cards get added into his hand if they complete their objective. So if you're playing the first scenario and they do their objective, then they get a card added into Apocalypse's hand or deck of cards. So there we are. So that's that. That is everything in Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I don't know how this went back in. Yeah. So yeah, there we are. Just remember something. So the other thing I just remembered is when you backed at this pledge for the Horsemen of the Apocalypse and the core set, and then you also got the stretch goals with it, you also got a promo character. So this is promo. It comes in these kind of like, looks like unfinished boxes, but this is how they always kind of now do their promo boxes. So it's Storm Mohawk. She's already been opened because I actually put her in the promo box. So here's Storm Mohawk. Now, yes, we already have a Storm in the core set, and we now got a second version because in, was it not focusing? In the Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, she got this cool outfit and a mohawk, and it's all kind of very punk 80s kind of style, which is quite cool. And yeah, she gets a new set of cards, all very different, different symbol. I think it's like the other way around, but anyway. And I actually gone through, and their cards are different. So it's not just another sculpt, and you could use the same card. She's got different special abilities and different like stat cards on there. So that's quite interesting that they've actually put the time in for that. I don't know how, I can't remember if she's got any more sculpts coming in. I think she only gets 2. But unlike a Wolverine and Cyclops, there is quite a few of them. So, there we are. So that's it. So that's the unboxing of Marvel United X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Horsemen of Apocalypse, I should say. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy these videos. Do check out the rest of the videos on this series, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night for now.